Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video we are going to be talking about all the locations for the Ghost Exposed event that is currently going on in Grand Theft Auto Online. It is currently, 5:06 in the morning at the time of recording today's video. I want death. That is one of the downsides of living in America when Rockstar updates their game really early. So we're going to be talking about all the locations today, the rewards, and my personal opinion on whether I think this is worth your time or not. The first thing I want to mention is that I have not gotten this information myself. It is from GTA Men, who posted his video about 30 minutes ago. GTA Men mentioned at the end of this video that he recorded this months in advance, so he basically had like a cheat sheet when making this content. So because of that, I figured I might as well just showcase the locations that he's shown on his channel. Obviously, shout out to him for these spots. So without further ado, I'm just going to break in everything you're going to need to know. I'm going to make it quick, and yeah. So let's get straight into it. First of all, we have Ghost 1A, and we can see that it is located right in the cemetery. Now, there are two different spawn locations that Ghost can be at all 10, well, actually 9 locations. The 10th location is guaranteed the same spot. Now, it kind of sucks is that you only have a 1-minute window between each of these ghosts. So as we can see, Ghost 1A is 19 o'clock to 20 o'clock. And if you're a little confused on what that means, if you pull out your phone, for example, we can see it is 9:50 right now. Every in-game second is 2 in real-life seconds. So what that means is you have 2 minutes between each ghost to make it from point A to point B. If you miss that ghost, you will have to wait an entire day in-game before you are able to get the picture again, which kind of sucks because an in-game day is 48 minutes, and you get, in total, $250,000 for completing this. So it's not that much money, to be entirely honest. You do get the Ghosts Exposed livery for the Brigham, but apart from that, I can't really say there's too much money involved in this. $250,000 is pretty easy to earn. And if you do miss one of these ghosts, I'd just say forget it, because waiting another 48 minutes to do this is going to take you a lot of time. So just something to keep in mind. But if you really want to complete it, let's take a look. So Ghost 1A is located right in front of the water. We can see there's the little water thing, and then just pulling out your phone and looking at the major gravestone in the center of the little lake area will be the first ghost. If you do not see the ghost in that location, simply make your way over to the parking lot at the cemetery church, and you will see the ghost right at the top. This is a very easy 1A and 1B location. Unfortunately, they do become a little bit more challenging as you make your way through, as we are going to see. So that is the first of 10 ghosts. The second ghost is right next to Simeon's dealership, and we can see that obviously if I pull out my phone as well, right next to Simeon's dealership. And what you're going to want to do is make your way inside of this little area under the highway. This can be tricky for some people, and this is definitely one of the locations where if you mess up, you're going to have to literally wait 48 minutes. GTA Men does a good job here showcasing how to actually get there, so I would definitely recommend to pay close attention because you only have 2 minutes to find one of the 2 locations. So we can see you're going to go underneath the and a better way to look at this is take a look at the mini map, and you can see it's underneath the highway, directly in the center of it. You're going to drive, and then we can see the ghost right here. So this first one is very easy. Location 2A, pretty simple stuff. You're going to see it right in front of you. Location 2B is a bit more challenging, and it's obviously going to take you a teeny bit more effort. So we can see driving through the same spot. This location is off to the left of you. So you're going to look all the way to the left when you make it underneath the overpass here. Again, you can see the location on the mini map. It's about halfway in between this little turn exit here, and that is where the ghost is going to be. It's not going to be too challenging once you see it, but you have to be paying attention because if you miss that corner, it's going to absolutely suck. The next location is really easy. This is all the way up at the top portion of the map. We can see this here if I pull out my map. It's all the way over in this top area right here, next to the tattoo parlor in this location. So we can see, obviously, going back here, right next to the tattoo parlor. So this location, we have the park bench. Pretty basic. This bench is going to save a lot of time. Once you see it, the ghost will be there. The second location is a little bit more challenging, as we can see. It's a very easy spot to notice, though. So you just need to be standing right on the road, and boom, you can see the ghost right here. Pretty basic. Once again, you just have to take a quick picture with your phone, and boom, you'll have it. And this is from 21 to 2200. Now, this next one is a bit weird, and it's going to be a little challenging to actually get the picture properly. Essentially, what you need to do is you need to stand below the bridge. This is the major bridge in GTA that stretches across the whole map, as we can see. So you want to stand right kind of in the middle of the bridge. And when you do this, you will see the ghost right at the top. If you are on the other side, the ghost will not show up. So you have to be on this side of the bridge. And the second location is the opposite side of the bridge. So you have to be a little cautious here. But essentially, as I said, if you stand in the middle of the bridge, it's very easy to see both locations. So it's not too challenging at all to find out. But it will definitely take a teeny bit more effort for this one because it can be on different areas on these bridge posts, which is something to keep in mind. This next location is right next to Martin Madrazo's house. We can actually see this is exactly where you'll finish the Cayo Perico heist, and this is a pretty obvious one directly inside of the little, I don't know what you call that, the watchtower, we'll call it. So 5A is pretty easy to see and really shouldn't take all too much for the time. And 5B is literally the same spot. Like, super easy stuff. You should not have to worry about this one at all. Ghost 6 is now at 1 o'clock in the morning, and Ghost 6 is located right in the train yards next to one of the large warehouses. And this one is a little tricky, as we can see. It is all the way up on the top of that ladder there. This is one that might be a little challenging just because of the location. So again, if you want to see a better look at it, we can see right here. It's on this abandoned railroad, and you can see how easy it is to find if we just take a look on our phone here. This abandoned railroad right here, and you'll be able to get the ghost taken a picture of. So you just need to find the abandoned railroad, as we can see, and you'll be able to get that picture taken really quickly, really easily. It's actually the same spot that you complete the new bounty missions with, so not too challenging of a ghost. 6B is located a little bit different. It's actually easier. It's literally just hanging on the crane, so this one's even easier to take the picture of. Honestly, not too much effort there. It's pretty easy once you actually see the locations. Again, the problem is that you have to fly around all these different areas. I would highly recommend using an Oppressor Mark II or some sort of helicopter if you don't have billions of dollars lying around. Location 7A, as we can see, is right next to the golf course. Golf course is right here, and then that location is right next to the golf course. So pretty easy to find the spot. Definitely keep that in your mind. It is right in front of this main, I kind of like to call it the Congress building, but actually, no, this isn't the Congress building. I guess this is a big old church, yeah. But we can see right on the top of the church, boom, there is a ghost, which is pretty basic. And 7B, boom, right on the other side of it. So this one's super easy. This should not take you much effort. You'll be able to get it super quickly. Next, we move on to... this is definitely going to be a harder area. You can see the agency located on the map right here. So it's 1 block over from the agency, right on this property that you can purchase. As we can see, it's also 1 road down from the 24/7. So if you stand right at the location pinged on the map, right next, we can see it right next to the purchasable property on this road. And you look all the way up, you can see the ghost. This one's tricky to see, but once you notice that location, it's pretty hard to miss. So that is Ghost 8A. Ghost 8B is actually going to be in a different spot, as we can see. So this is the same building that we were talking about before. That's the same purchasable property. So you were standing there. Now you're going to make your way all the way up to the top of the road, and you're going to stand right at the edge of the street. It's the same, spot, but it's at a different location. So you just have to look at it from a different area, and you will see Ghost 8B. Not too challenging, but definitely one to keep in mind. Next up, we have the location right next to the casino in downtown Cabco. If you've done any taxi work, it's literally just the abandoned motel right next to the taxi work. So we can see the motel right in front of us here, and the first ghost is literally right there. Super easy stuff. And the second ghost as well is super basic. You just have to walk a little bit more in, and you can see the ghost right there. So this one, in general, pretty easy to find the location. Should not take too much effort. The final location is right at the base of the dam. all the way at the bottom of the dam where the water pools out, you will see the final ghost. And this one can be a little bit tricky because you'll notice the time is 0 to 1 o'clock. So it is the next day. If you miss this, you're going to have to wait literally 48 minutes to find it again. Now, what I would say is if you've already completed the majority of the ghosts, or let's say you missed one ghost, I would still continue completing the rest of the ghosts. You don't need to do them all in order. So you can get Ghost 7, miss Ghost 8, and then get Ghost 9, and then, you know, get all the rest. And then the next day, just set an alarm for exactly 48 minutes from when you missed that ghost, or 46 minutes to make sure you're on track. And then, boom, when your phone goes off, you'll be able to start searching for that ghost again. That way it doesn't waste too much time. Because you have to remember, you have a whole week to complete this. So I think the best way to go about this is just make sure you keep an eye what time it is on your phone. In general, this should only take you a good 5 to 10 minutes to complete, and you'll earn $250,000. It isn't the most amount of money when you actually think about it, but it is still nice that you can earn $250,000 for some pretty basic work. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this Ghosts Exposed. As I said, personally, I don't really think it's worth the time. It's only really worth it if you're trying to get that Brigham livery, which I don't even think the Brigham's all too special of a vehicle, but if you want to purchase that car, it is on sale this week at 30% off, which is kind of cool. But yeah, other than that, I mean, $250,000 for 10 plus minutes of work really isn't anything too special. You can do some pretty easy sale missions and earn a similar amount of money, so I'm not going to sit here and act like it's anything too wild, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and thank you GTA Men for having this video out early so I could go to sleep, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!